What's up, guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. Today we are taking a look at Mystified Saturn's battles, and they are rocking Shadow Grumpig, which went from 0 to hero, literally from rank like 956 or something in the PvPoke rankings to top 15 or so. Shadow Grumpig got Psywave as well as buffed Dynamic Punch and instantly went from an irrelevant mon that only my friend Boy Ghost dared to use back in the day with extra sensory, and now it's actually legit. We're going to see this thing in action. This is actually my first time seeing Shadow Grumpig in this new season, so I'm excited for this video. Here we go. Shadow Grumpig. Psywaves are chunking. Dynamic punches so fast. It's so crazy to get to such a powerful move so fast. And look at that damage to the Diggersby, puts it really low. And Grumpig has a reasonable amount of bulk where it can withstand a Scorching Sands here. They actually go for the Fire Punch bait. And I think this is... Was this just another Fire Punch? So maybe could have taken that. Maybe it was enough for Scorching Sands. I'm not sure. Okay, not sure why we're Shadow Balling. Not sure why we're Shadow Balling a Drapion, unless we're trolling. But we swap in to Credilli. We've seen a few Credilli so far in previous videos, and Crunch now coming through. Going to go for the Rock Tomb to debuff. We did not get debuffed by the Crunch, which is always nice. Rock Tomb going to guarantee the debuff on Drapion, and Drapion going to try and spam off some more attacks here. First attack coming through is the Crunch, or second Crunch, I should say. And Credilli going to get the Bullet Seed down. I think the opponent tried to make a catch, but unsuccessful. And this is not good for Talonflame. If we live this Incinerate, which we definitely do. Okay, we could have just Rock Tombed the Talonflame. But I guess we wanted to show Blastoise. We wanted to give Blastoise some playing time, so he wasn't lonely on the bench. And Mystified Saturn gets the win. Shout out to Mystified Saturn. Said they've been a long time fan of the channel, and they were saying they're not... They might not play perfectly, so don't be too harsh on them. And I think we're always pretty open to whoever wants to submit battles, and I appreciate the very cool Shadow Grumpig submission. So let's get some love in the comments for Mystified Saturn. Here we go. Dynamic Punch. Grumpig gets the shield from Dugong. You're going to outpace to this Dynamic Punch, which is really nice. Icy Wind does connect, so we are debuffed, but Dynamic Punch still going to threaten. I don't think it'll quite knock out because of the debuff, but it'll put Dugong quite low. Look at that. So we could shield farm down if we want to, take switch advantage, but no, instead we're going to go for shield advantage, which I don't mind. We could farm down with either. Going to farm down with Blastoise. I think that makes sense. And in comes Wigglytuff. This is not bad at all for Blastoise. I could see just like fully committing to stay in here because you can definitely withstand a Swift here. So I would even consider taking this and then getting off the Hydro Cannon. If they shield, we simply go into Credilli. We might want to go Credilli either way, but let's see what's in the back. We swap Credilli. It's a Drifbloom, and you would think grass against fly are not good, but not when you're a Credilli because you have that rock coverage. You beat some of the flyers. They're going to go straight Icy Wind. We kind of have to shield at this point because Icy Wind would put us low enough where we'd probably get farmed down, so they do debuff us. Rock Tomb. Oh, we make a slight error here, letting them Icy Wind us again. I don't think it'll make a huge difference because a Rock Tomb probably wouldn't one-shot anyway after that first debuff, so we're going to need 2 anyway. So I guess it doesn't really matter too much. And they are a little bit off on the catch attempt. Oh, but did we make a mistake here? Did we allow them to get to the Icy? Luckily, they didn't quite reach the Icy. I think we could have simply Bullet Seeded down with Credilli. So we cut it a little bit close there. But we still got the win. We still get the win. Mystified Saturn trying to get that championship ring in this video. I love the outfit. The Wooloo coat looks very warm. Looks very warm. Grumpig and Demeti, this is a great matchup for Grumpig. You resist everything except for Ice Punch, and you have the super effective Shadow Ball to threaten. This is like a super dominant matchup, I would think, for Grumpig. Takes the Ice Punch well. Saturn! Okay, Saturn. We got to work on the typing, Saturn. Unless we're baiting. Maybe we were baiting. But we got to work on the typings. I don't think there's much reason to bait here. I think you might as well just go for that Shadow Ball. We do get the shield this time. So that's nice. And Saturn likes to just sacrifice Grumpig and take the shield advantage. I don't mind it. This is going to be a tough rollout down, but I would just take whatever this is. Come out with a bunch of energy, because you'd hope once Medi is gone, they probably don't have a better answer to Credilli. In comes Umbreon. Okay, Saturn. Just so you know, Saturn, if you're ever in a neutral matchup, you always want to go for Hydro Cannon. If they both hit for neutral damage, Hydro Cannon much more efficient than Ice Beam. I would think Hydro Cannon might even do like more damage than Ice Beam. I think Hydro Cannon actually does more damage than Ice Beam for less energy. That's how good Hydro Cannon is. I don't really do too much coaching anymore. I only do like the occasional session if someone reaches out to me. But this was something when I was coaching some like newer trainers. I would try to like get in their head, because they would just assume, right? Like if Ice Beam is more energy, it must do more damage. But it's not always the case. Hydro Cannon actually does more damage, I believe, than Ice Beam. In comes a Skarmory. Oh my gosh. Shiny Skarmory. We got to start shielding something at this point. And these Rock Tombs are going to chunk. Going to debuff this Skarmory into Oblivion. Rock Tomb grabs the final Protect Shield. And we are going to swap in Blastoise. And they make a beautiful catch, actually, on Umbreon. Now we might be in a little bit of jeopardy as they make this nice catch on Umbreon, because now we need this Rock Tomb to KO. They have a lot of energy. I think Rock Tomb might be enough from this range. Let's see. Rock Tomb gets the KO on the shiny Skarm. Nicely done. Nicely done, trainer. As Mystified Saturn, maybe not the cleanest gameplay in the world. Few things we could have cleaned up. Few things we could have done better, but rank 4 nonetheless. And we're winning games. We're 4-1 in the Go Battle League. Next opponent, here we go. Who is it gonna be? All right. Oh, we're back in rank 1. We're out of order. This was all in one file. Sometimes it's my fault. Sometimes it's Editor Chris's fault, actually, when they're out of order. This one, not Editor Chris's fault. This was all one file. So the out of order, not Editor Chris's fault. We're against the Scrafty. We're going for the Dynamite Punch. Let's go, baby. We're going for the correct move. We get the shield. Oh, no. Why are we swapping a Credilli into a Scrafty? Yikes. We do not want to swap Credilli into a Scrafty. Also, I don't really love the Rock Tomb here. Maybe we think we'll get the shield. Okay, that works. We got the shield. Nice. But even though we got the shield, we're still going to get farmed down. Oh, but they throw energy. This, yikes. There's a lot we could do differently here. There's a lot we could do differently, but somehow, I think we're still in a good situation. We're up 2 shields. There is a Crustle. I would have already swapped by now into Blastoise, but that's okay. We're going to Dynamic Punch. This will still do a lot of damage. Bang. Oh my gosh, that did so much. Crustle going to get off a Parting Charge attack. Yeah, might as well shield. Preserve some health here on Blastoise. X-Scissor grabs the Protect Shield. Oh, baby. Talonflame's about to go bye-bye. Does this one-shot? I would think Talonflame barely hangs on here. Yeah. Hangs on. Blastoise is bulky. But we get the win. Wow. That game was all over the place. We swapped a Credilli into a Scrafty, and we came out on top. Once again, I know early in the season, and I know some people watching this be like, Rise. Some people might be harsh. We've got some harsh critics out there. But one thing I always like to promote on the channel is different ELO ranges. We showcase #1 on the leaderboard players. We showcase players at lower ELOs that are still learning the fundamentals of the game. So let's make sure we're keeping it mostly positive for Mystified Saturn here, because Grumpig is a fun pig. That was a stretch. That was a stretch of a pun. Here we go. Jump Bluff. We don't really need to respect Energy Ball. It does hurt, but we're able to take it. And now they're going to go for Aerial Ace. So honestly, I would let this go because I think we would probably live and get to a move. Could probably live that Aerial Ace and it would have been close, actually. Oh, no, that's brutal. They get to another. But yeah, I like that we're committing at this point. I like that we're committing. Okay, this is good because we should reach double dynamic here. We kind of have to let Grumpig get farmed down, though, because we need to align our Credilli here. So let's make sure we don't swap out. Let's make sure we let Grumpig... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, we might get bailed out, though, because they might just stay in. More Pekko. We go for the Rock Tomb. Okay, this is good, because this will do a lot of damage. And now more Pekko won't KO with the Aura Wheel. That was just a textual error. That was neutral damage. And we get off a Parting Grass now. And now the game's just over. Now the game's just over because Blastoise, after all this chip damage, will be able to handle Lapras, even if they have Skull Bash. Rollouts chunking. No, not the unnecessary catch. Not the unnecessary catch. We should be fine here, especially if they don't have Skull Bash. Yeah, Sparkling Aria. They're probably running Ice Beam. So we can get the full farm down or just build up to 2. If we build up to 2 before the farm down. No! Okay, we must be BMing. We must be BMing. I'm giving Saturn. Saturn, let's not get cocky now, Saturn. Saturn, we're throwing the wrong moves at some Pokemon. Let's not get too cocky here. Let's not start BMing Lapras. All right. Let's get those typings down before we start BMing people, okay? Next battle. Alex, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grumpig into a Sunglasses Blastoise. He's just a chill guy. People are like, Blastoise is top meta, but he's really just a chill guy. Dynamic Punch on the charge attack priority, I believe. Going to connect. Man, that is incredible damage for like how quick you get there. That's pretty crazy. Dynamic Punch is just a really solid move now. It's the clone of Avalanche and Psystrike. Unfortunately, Blastoise does get there, but I like this shield. We can simply get Switch and probably get a shield back, perhaps, against something that comes in. Okay, it's a Shadow Superior. This is a little bit scary. This is a little bit scary because with all this energy, this Superior could be a bit of a menace to our backline here. We got to come in Credilli. We got to come in Credilli. I would shield this first one unless we think they're going to bait. Okay, they don't bait. I wasn't counting. Is this another Frenzy? If it's Aerial Ace, we live. Oh, nice call, Saturn. We kind of hope we get the shield here because then we can Ice Beam this thing. We don't get the shield. Oh, no. This is bad. This is really bad. We gave it a lot of energy, so I think Serp might get to double Frenzy. They unnecessarily bait us. Like I said, okay, this game's over. This game's over. What we could have done differently here would have been like, that was going to be a tough game to win regardless, honestly. Yeah. I was going to say we could have like shielded the first Frenzy Rock Tomb, then maybe we lived 2, but either way, the Morpeko probably would have swept anyway, so that was going to be a tough game to win. Mystified Saturn, I thank you very much for the submission. Very cool Shadow Grumpig showcase, as well as Blastoise making an appearance on the channel. If you guys enjoyed this content, please leave a like. Feel free to comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And all that said, subscribe as well if you're new around here. All that said, thanks for watching, and I very much hope to see you in the next one. Peace.